Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome students. This is your teacher Sheikh Mavia Tabassum. This video includes the fundamentals of science for standard 9th and 10th. Today we are going to learn a very important topic of your syllabus, that is classification of living things. This is our first session of this topic. In this video, we will learn what is classification, need of classification, history of classification, modern method of classification, and criteria of classification. Let's begin with the first heading. What is classification? The classification is organizing things into groups according to a certain set of characteristics or presence of similarities and dissimilarities in between. And this definition is not very new for you because the classification is found in day-to-day life. For example, when you visit library, you found that each book is placed at its particular position and it's easy to find, whereas the messy library makes it difficult. Same as when you visit a store or a mall, the arrangement is same and you will find at its particular on position, whereas the messy mall makes your work harder. You will notice your mother at your home that after lunch and dinner she arranged all the kitchen systematically, so next day it makes the working very simple for her. Same as all, the process of dividing living organisms into groups and subgroups is called as biological classification. Our next heading is what is the need of classification. According to 2011 census, around 87 billion species of living organisms are found on the earth, including land and sea. To study such a vast number, it was essential to divide them into groups. So groups and subgroups were created considering the similarities and differences among the living organisms. So who discovered all this? It's just happened now or have a history. So what is the history of classification? In history, Carl Linnaeus in 1735 divided living world in two kingdoms, Vegetabilia and Animalia. Haeckel in 1866 considered three kingdoms, Protista, plants and animals. In 1925, Caton created two groups, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In 1938, Copland divided living organisms into four kingdoms, Monera, Protista, plants and animals. And now we will see the modern method of classification. This method is given by the scientist Robert Harding Whittaker. In 1969, he divides the organisms in five kingdoms according to the complexity of cell and the structure. If the nucleus is primitive, then it includes in prokaryotes, and if the nucleus is well developed, then it includes in eukaryotes. In eukaryotes, if there are many cells, then it includes in multicellular, and if there is only one cell, then it includes in unicellular. In multicellular, if the cell have cell wall, then it includes in the cell wall group, phototrophic and heterotrophic. And if there is no cell wall, then it includes in another group. Hence, we get five kingdoms, that is kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. In this chart, you will see that how the five kingdoms are classified. Their types, mode of nutrition, body, and examples. In previous classes, you have studied Monera, Protista, and fungi, and in 9th class, the chapter number 6 is according to kingdom Plantae, and in 10th class, the chapter number 6 is there for kingdom Animalia. In the next video, we will learn more about it. Thank you very much for watching. Jazakallahu khairan kasiran kasira.